Under the pretext of sightseeing, the woman deliberately took her acrophobic husband to the edge of a cliff. As the husband gazed into the distance, the woman quietly extended her right hand.
Any chance for some help?
Liv never imagined that her long-planned scheme would be interrupted by a passing elderly woman, but Liv wouldn't give up because of this. It turned out that a month ago, Liv discovered that her husband Will's computer contained videos of him with other women. At that time, Liv was so devastated that she couldn't breathe. She simply couldn't accept that her newly wedded husband had already been in someone else's bed so quickly. At that moment, Liv made up her mind to make Will pay the price during their honeymoon trip. Although the first attempt failed, there were still many opportunities to create an accident. The next day, Liv happened to see an advertisement for rafting, and an idea instantly popped into her head. So, Liv took Will to join the rafting team. While Will was putting on his gear, she took out a prepared dagger and cut one of the safety ropes. At this point, Liv's plan was already half successful. Just then, a huge wave hit, and as Liv had expected, Will fell off the kayak. Seeing Will calling for help in the water, Liv instinctively reached out to save him. However, an unexpected event occurred at that moment. Another huge wave came, and Liv also fell into the river. The giant waves gradually swept Liv into the deep water area. Just as she thought she was going to die there, she never expected that Will would risk his own safety to dive into the deep water to save her. After this incident, Liv changed her usual attitude towards Will because she believed that her husband had only made a mistake and still deeply loved her. However, Liv didn't expect that the good times would be so short-lived. Just as they were preparing to go hiking in the forest the next day, a seductive woman's voice suddenly called out her husband's name. Looking at the woman in front of her, who was swaying her hips, Liv felt that this must be Will's mistress. Will stammered and said that she was his colleague named Kelly. Will still wanted to try to cover it up, but he didn't expect that Kelly would take the initiative to call out Liv's name and give Liv a warm hug. At this time, another person appeared. The man was Kelly's boyfriend, David. In this way, a few people with ulterior motives went on this forest hike together. When they reached a narrow bridge, Kelly let Liv go first, while she herself started to seduce Will behind her. Liv never thought that Kelly would dare to flirt with Will right in front of her. This was undoubtedly a challenge to her. They walked to a lakeside, and something that made Liv even angrier was about to happen. Kelly said she wanted to go down and swim, and while taking off her clothes, she didn't forget to tease Will. To avoid embarrassment, Will could only say that he was going to rest on the side, but as Will walked, his eyes never left Kelly's body. As a result, he lost his footing and slid down the hillside. What will happen to Will's fate next? You're welcome to watch the original film called The Wild.